My name is Jennifer Goldberg, and I'm going to be presenting on where electronics go to die. So, a quick overview on what I'll be presenting on. We'll start with an introduction to agog-bloshi and electronic waste issues. Then we'll touch on health risks associated with these problems. We will go through 3 approaches to addressing this problem: a biologist, advocacy group, and teacher. And we'll then discuss the assessment. Welcome to Agog-bloshi. The Agog-bloshi scrap metal site in Accra is Ghana's largest center for electronic waste, otherwise known as e-waste, recycling, and disposal. This city is centered around this scrap metal yard. This location is home to approximately 10,000 people and has a nearby outdoor food market and a rapidly developing commercial district. Not only is this metal yard a danger to those working there, but due to the setup of the city, there are many more concerns that span farther out than the metal yard itself. The site originated as a municipal solid waste landfill. It was soon converted to an open-air scrapyard employing thousands of people to complete e-waste recycling activities. This site disassembles engines, motors, refrigerators, electronics for resale or recycling, but one of the more well-known activities is the open-air burning of wires to recover copper. This burning is a process known as smelting. Smelting is a common industrial process for recovering metal ores and is used worldwide for copper and related metals. Toxic chemicals from lead smelting processes can be emitted into the air, soil, and water to directly affect human health and agricultural systems. Fumes and dust particles containing arsenic, antimony, cadmium, copper, mercury, and lead can be emitted. All of these operations have the potential for emitting large quantities of toxic pollutants. As a biologist, in the short term, it's clear that changes such as safer practices with the waste and mandating the use of personal protective equipment need to be made, or health conditions of the workers and locals will continue to deteriorate. One of the biggest concerns is lead and mercury on the nervous systems of developing children. Some of the flame retardants that are used have also been found to have long-term effects on brain development, hormone systems, and immune systems. Not to mention the effects of the local fauna and the damage that is causing to the ecosystem. Many of the chemicals are environmentally persistent, meaning that they will stay in our ecosystem for very long periods of time. As an advocate, it's important to get local laws passed that will protect the workers and the environment in Ghana. There must be laws passed that should mandate more responsible disposal of hazardous waste, rather than simply allowing burning it and adding tires to the fire to keep it burning. On a larger scale, there are no current laws in Ghana to control e-waste trading and recycling. The Basel Convention prohibits the dumping of hazardous waste from developed countries to developing countries. EU law also prohibits the exporting of e-waste to non-OECD countries. The issue is that there are far too many loopholes around laws. Many developed countries claim that they are donating computers to Ghana and other underdeveloped countries to assist in bridging the digital gap, when many of these electronics don't work at all. You have to consider the fact that it's really just a mechanism to dump these electronics somewhere. This shows that laws alone cannot stop the e-waste trade. We must push producers of these products to ban toxic chemicals from their products. They also should take responsibility for their products and take them back when consumers are finished to ensure proper recycling. For my assessment, I have to say I agree with all 3 of these perspectives. It will take great effort to find a solution to such a massive issue. But the best way to do this is by combining different perspectives and creating a coordinated effort on many levels to better educate and protect the community that's actually being impacted. As a teacher, the primary concern is for the children. It is essential to teach the process of smelting, what chemicals are released, and the health impacts on those around it. If children learned this at an earlier age, perhaps many of these destructive practices would slow down as time went on. Also, teaching about the current laws on the subject would be very helpful to explain how it is that these products even get into Ghana in the first place. Educating the next generation is the best way to make long-term changes for the future. Perhaps getting this seed planted in their minds could lead to amazing revelations on potential solutions.